Welcome back, Psych Dude family. It's episode number 2 of the Scrub series. And in this episode, we're going to be reviewing titanium scrubs. I just wanted to give a huge shout out to Titanium Scrubs for going ahead and sending me a pair of scrubs for free to review for you guys. I can't say the same about the other scrub companies that I'm going to be reviewing, but I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Titanium Scrubs. So, first, like I said, we're going to be going over the several different categories that we do rate in terms of scrub companies and based on the scrubs. I know not all scrubs are meant for everyone. Some people, like I said earlier in the earlier video, if you haven't seen the first episode of the Scrub series, go ahead and watch that. I'm going to put a link down below just so you can be able to have a baseline of what scrub company I use and what I've used in the past, so you can generally have a sense of what I look for and how I'm rating it. But if you haven't watched that video, which you should watch it after this video, is I rate it based on looks, durability, pockets, and comfort. So without further ado, let's get this video started on titanium scrubs. So our first category is how does it look? Okay, so guys, you determine how it looks on me. Honestly, I think it looks pretty cool. I like the fact that they are jogger style, meaning they go down and then they have these material at the very bottom, the elasticity, so it doesn't make it seem like it's too long. And that's a struggle with shorter people like myself, is a lot of the scrubs that are out there, especially for us shorter people, they're really, really long. It's either we have to get it tapered or we just have to go ahead and get the jogger style. And a lot of the companies now are starting to come out with a jogger style, which is good for us shorter people, but at the same time, depending on the length of it, it could look like it's crumpling up and it looks like it's just super baggy. But with titanium scrubs, I did get the short style. I know there's a regular version and a short version, and I really like the short version, especially for us short people. So if you're short and you need a pair of scrubs that aren't too long and they're not too baggy, definitely think about these titanium scrubs. I think it looks pretty cool, especially when you want to show off your socks. The biggest thing nowadays is people wanting to show off their socks, and depending on the type of scrubs you have, you're not going to be able to show off those scrubs, but with these scrubs, you're able to show them off and wear a style of shoes that you do like. I know you have to wear a certain style of shoes to pull off the jogger type. You can't just be wearing all these nursing shoes because it's just going to look ugly. So definitely take it into consideration. But overall, I like the look of these scrubs, especially with the details here. So here's the details of titanium, and then also the pockets right here. You can't really see. Titanium also, which is pretty cool. And then I like how it has this breathable mesh right here. So it definitely helps, and it looks cool just because if you like textures and then like the different contrasts, you definitely take that into consideration. Which brings us to our next category, which is durability. I know it's kind of hard to test the durability since this is my first time putting on this pair of scrubs, but for the most part, just based on walking around, it seems relatively durable. But let's put it to our test. So we're gonna do the squat test, we're gonna do the reach down, we're gonna reach across, and then also jumping jacks. So here's the squat test. So first, squats. Okay, so my first initial impressions are they do get relatively tight once you squat down, but that's what happens when you are squatting. So I don't have any issues there. It seems durable, especially just moving around in these pair of scrubs. So let's bring it over to the bend down. So you're able to bend down, which is good, and not really have any issues. And then I'm gonna bend across like I'm changing my bed sheets or turning my patient. Not bad. And then last but not least, I'm just gonna be doing jumping jacks and then reaching up. So one thing I do like about these scrubs are the shirt is relatively long. So that's a good thing, especially when you bend down, you reach up, or you reach across, or even doing jumping jacks at work. Your shirt is not gonna rise up to the point where it's gonna show your underwear, show your butt crack, show your back. And I like that. You get to be more conservative without showing as much skin, especially when you're in vulnerable positions like reaching over, reaching down, squatting, things like that. So that's good. Which brings us to our next category is pockets. So initially opening the package, I didn't necessarily like the fact that it didn't have pockets in these areas, because this is where I keep most of like my important things compared to my old scrubs if you watch that first video. So this is where I keep a lot of the good things, especially like flushes, my pens, my alcohol wipes, my end caps, things like that, the little things where I don't necessarily have to keep on going to certain places to get it, and I like keeping that there. So let's go ahead and look at all the pockets that we do have in this, and then I'll talk about it. So we have a pocket right here. You can't necessarily fit a lot in here. You probably can't even fit your phone in there. So it's one of those things where you can put like random stuff, but then I feel like if you put anything bulky there, it's not gonna look good. And then here's a pen. I like the fact that they can have the pen here and you're able to put your pen there. But like I said, I don't like how this has it. So there's two pockets here. There is a back pocket here. And then there's also two front pockets, which I like the front pockets and the back pocket. You can keep your wallet there and keep your other stuff here. But like I said, I carry a ton of stuff. I carry flushes, I carry alcohol wipes, end caps, different little things. If I'm going to give a medication, I like to carry it in here, but I feel like it would be kind of awkward if I was going to be carrying it in here because it's going to look all bulky. And where am I going to keep my phone? So take that in consideration. So overall, how many pockets? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 pockets compared to my Cherokee, which is 7. Definitely take that in consideration, especially if you're working in a unit where you kind of have to carry a lot of stuff. ER, ICU, med-surg, things like that. You have to take that in consideration. Which brings us to our last category, which is comfort. So if you've watched How I Met Your Mother, have you seen the episode where Barney has that dream or has that sleeping suit? This is kind of how it feels like, where he just sleeps in it. That's like the polyester. I like how it feels. It's extremely comfortable. I can probably wear this to bed and not have any issues with like restriction or anything like that. It's loose enough to how I like it, but tight enough in places where it looks good still. So overall comfort is good. I think it's polyester and it has that breathable material, so you feel dry and cool throughout. So I figured if you're working in these busier units where you're running around all the time, I think this would be extremely comfortable for you. It seems like I'm in actual sleepwear and I feel comfortable. So overall, if I were gonna give my ratings, so in terms of looks, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. It does look good. It has different contrast. It has good things where it shows attention to detail, things like that with the brand itself. If I'm gonna go durability, based on durability, I'm probably gonna give it a 4 out of 5 based on all of the things going on. This is my first time, so it's kind of first time wearing it, so it's kind of hard to determine if it's gonna be durable or not. But for the most part, just walking around in it, filming this, and doing jumping jacks, squats, things like that, it feels durable. So I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 there. Pockets, I'm gonna be giving that a 2 out of 5. The reason being is because it doesn't have pockets in the places where I like it. I know I am biased to Cherokee, but at the same time, you have to be able to put pockets places where you think it's gonna be working well. Meaning, you have to put pockets right here because it's not gonna look awkward, especially when you have your phone in your pocket and you're gonna have all these different things in your pockets. It's just gonna look weird. Imagine just walking around with things like all bulky inside your pockets. You have to be able to put it in place. I like it if you're gonna be on a unit where you don't have to carry that many things. Yeah, it looks perfect. It's perfect in that sense. But if you're in a unit where you're constantly carrying things and you don't have a fanny pack or you don't have a side purse or whatever you have, then it's kind of crappy in that instance. So that's a 2 out of 5 just for the pockets. But, which brings us to our comfort, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. This pair of scrubs are extremely comfortable. They They're pretty cool. They're breathable material, like I said, and you're just able to move around and you feel comfortable, and it just sticks to your body really well. Overall, if I were gonna rate these pair of scrubs, I would probably give it a 4 out of 5. Regardless of the pockets, there's different ways around it, so don't count these scrubs out if you feel that you're limited because of the pockets, because you could always do other things. You could have your fanny pack, which is pretty cool nowadays, especially with a newer generation. They're able to carry the fanny pack and just have so many different things inside the fanny pack or the side purse or things, whatever in that instance. But comfort wise, it's extremely comfortable. People that are shorter like me, I'm probably more than likely I'm gonna get more of these scrubs because I like the fact that it looks good. It has a short version, so for shorter people like me, it's not gonna look too long, especially with the jogger type. And I'm able to show off my socks, show off my shoes, things like that. And I'm able to feel like it's durable enough to be able to bend over and not show my skin. That was the biggest thing, is not being able to show like my butt crack or being able to show my boxers or being able to just show my back. I like the fact that it covers it. So titanium scrubs, you did a really good job. If you came out with scrubs that had pockets here and not necessarily, and had pockets on the side like a cargo side, perfect. It would have been perfect. It would have been 5 out of 5. But since the pockets positions and things like that, I'm probably gonna give it just a 4 out of 5. But overall, more than likely, I'm gonna go ahead and purchase another pair of these scrubs because I like the way they look, I like the way they feel, and they feel durable. So definitely take that into consideration. They went ahead and did give me a code for you guys if you want to purchase a pair of titanium scrubs. I'm going to put the link down below. Definitely use that code. I am in no way, shape, or form sponsored by them. I'm not even an affiliate. They just sent me these pair of scrubs to give my honest review and my honest opinion on how well these scrubs are. But like I said, 4 out of 5, you can't beat that. Especially when you're comparing to my Cherokee that I've used for 5 years. 4 out of 5. So definitely, if you're short or even if you're tall, if you like style, if you want to feel comfortable, if you want to have breathable material, I definitely recommend titanium scrubs. Like I said, link down below. Feel free to use that code if you want a percentage off. And yeah, so next company that we're going to be doing a review for is probably going to be Janu. So I did purchase a pair of scrubs from Janu, and I'll be able to review that for the next one. So stay tuned. And as always, guys, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure you click the bell button to be notified when I do come out with another video. Have a wonderful day, guys. The Psych Dude is out. Bye.